Organized crime has been a pervasive force throughout history, with various criminal syndicates dominating regions and shaping local politics. The term mafia has become synonymous with organized crime, but its influence extends far beyond the Italian-American mob depicted in popular culture. Today, the world is home to numerous powerful mafia organizations, each with its own unique history, culture, and methods of operation. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at these 10 most powerful mafia countries groups. Yeah, you heard it right. Number 10. The Dixie Mafia. The Dixie Mafia, a relative newcomer to the world of organized crime, ascended to prominence in the late 1960s. Contrary to other mafias, it was not an official organization, but rather a loosely knit band of criminals, consisting primarily of the white Southerners in the United States. Although the Dixie Mafia was established in Biloxi, Mississippi, it was known to operate throughout the entire American South. Its former leader, Kirksey McCord Nix Jr., is presently serving a life sentence in prison, and numerous other members are also incarcerated. Number 9. The Addams Family. There are mafias outside of Italy and the United States. In fact, the majority of countries in the globe have their own criminal organizations resembling the mafia. The Addams Family is one of the most prominent in the United Kingdom. This organization, officially known as the Clerkenwell Criminal Syndicate, was founded in the 1980s by brothers Terry, Tommy, and Patsy Addams. Similar to the Dixie Mafia, the Addams Family is not as powerful as it once was due to the imprisonment of numerous crucial figures throughout the 1990s and 2000s. Number 8. The Russian Mafia. In Stalin's forced labor centers during the Soviet era, political dissidents and criminals organized under leaders known as thieves-in-law to form the Russian Mafia. In the 1980s, they had expanded into additional nations, including the United States. The organization, also known as the Bratva or Brotherhood, was inspired by the Italian Mafia, but has a less rigid hierarchical structure. It is comprised of thousands of groups with an estimated 250,000 members, some of whom have relations to Russia and others with former Soviet Union member states such as Georgia. Number 7. The Irish Mob. Irish organized crime is among the most infamous on the globe. Irish-American street groups competed with Italian and Jewish organizations for control of New York City in the late 19th century. They have since become one of the most widespread criminal organizations in the United States and Canada, with ties to mob activity in locations such as Boston, Philadelphia, Chicago, Cleveland, and Montreal. The Winter Hill Gang, an offshoot of the Irish mob once led by the notorious Whitey Bulger, has resided in Boston. Bulger and corrupt FBI agent John Connolly collaborated to give his crew immense influence within the FBI. Number 6. The Jewish Mafia. Similar to the Irish mob, the Jewish Mafia began in the late 19th century on the streets of New York City. Eventually, they expanded and flourished during Prohibition as illegal bootlegging became increasingly profitable. From the 1930s to the 1960s, when the Jewish mob allied with the Italian-American Mafia to establish the criminal crime syndicate, the Mafia was at its peak. Some of the most notorious gangsters in American history were involved, including Bugsy Siegel, Meyer Lansky, and Mickey Cohen. Number 5. The Albanian Mafia. Similar to the Russian Mafia, the Albanian Mafia consists of a loose assemblage of Albanian criminal enterprises. Over a dozen mafia families allied with potent syndicates such as the Sicilian Mafia and the Sinaloa cartel are involved. Through their connections, the Albanian Mafia controls a substantial portion of the drug traffic in Europe. In fact, according to the US State Department, Albania is the mainstay of organized crime worldwide, and one of the main points of drug trafficking, weapon trafficking, and immigrant counterfeiting. Some have also linked the current Albanian Prime Minister, Edi Rama, to mafia activities. Number 4. The Five Families. The Bonanno family, the Colombo family, the Gambian people, the Genovese family, the Lucchese family. There's a good chance that you have heard these names before, particularly if you live in the New York metropolitan area or watch a great deal of mob fiction. They're known collectively as the Five Families, and they have an unbreakable grip on the criminal underworld in New York City. The Five Families were founded in 1931 by Italian-American gangster Salvatore Maranzano, and are now governed by the Commission, a mafia governing authority comprised of the most powerful bosses. Number 3. The Sicilian Mafia. No mafia exists without the Sicilian Mafia. The Sicilian Mafia, also known as Cosa Nostra, meaning our thing, originated the concept and structure of the modern mob. Its origins date back to the late 1800s in western Sicily, but it acquired widespread popularity when Sicilians immigrated to the United States in the early 1900s. Currently, the Sicilian Mafia refers specifically to the syndicate that is still active in Sicily and is comprised of approximately 100 families. They are the most active in the city of Palermo. Number 2. Yakuza. Contrary to conventional belief, Yakuza is not the name of the criminal organization, but of its members. It corresponds to our terms gangster and mobster. In actuality, the Yakuza are affiliated with numerous Japanese crime groups or clans. These clans, like many others on this list, are not as potent as they once were, and it's believed that the Yakuza reached its zenith in the 1960s. However, the criminal organization continues to operate with over 12,000 alleged members and 3 major lineages. The largest, wealthiest, and most powerful organization is the Yamaguchi-gumi, which consists of more than 8,000 Yakuza and is based in Kobe. Number 1. Andrangeta. When compared to other mafia organizations, Andrangeta is the most potent. While popular culture has bolstered the Sicilian Mafia, Andrangeta has a firm grip on illegal mafia activity. Similar to the Cosa Nostra, the Andrangeta began in Italy, particularly the region of Calabria, before immigration bolstered the organization's power and scope. While the organization engages in a variety of illicit activities, a significant portion of their income is derived from drug trafficking, which they conduct with the assistance of powerful cartels. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.